Well, this one was definitely violent.
You think? I mean,
extremely violent.
One person got shot and 3 others medical emergencies, 4 others.
Yeah, one rather portly woman who was attending her first Trump rally ever was trampled to death. I would like to say that I feel bad for her, but you know,
Glad you ain't got a heart for a person that died.
If you run up inside, you know, in an attempted coup, in an attempted you know, and it is what it is. It was a coup attempt.
Oh yeah. Oh, nobody.
It was an attempt to overturn a democratic election.
Exactly. Now we're going down a different lane, though.
Yes.
We're going down a different lane than 2 Americas now. Just remember how you just ran from lane 1 to lane 3 and said, I'm still in my lane.
I got it.
Okay.
If you run
horrible.
I assume that if I run into a federal building and attempt to disrupt democracy, there's a reasonable chance I will die in the process.
Oh, you're getting smoked.
You
weren't supposed to make it on the lawn, or you weren't even supposed to make it to the steps. We get that. I'm with that.
One of the guys, I believe, had a stroke. Another guy, I believe, tased himself and had a heart attack. Once again, kind of hard for me to feel sorry for this particular group of people. And of course, the woman who got shot, and now there's a different video of her. You see her lunging, trying to get through an attack and everything else like that.
Yeah.
You know, once again, don't particularly feel sorry for any of these 4 people. The cop who got killed trying to protect the building, I do feel sorry.
You feel sorry for him?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean,
absolutely.
But my synopsis is not about feeling sorry or not. Loss of life is loss of life. But if you were a part of your own loss of life in terms of instigating that, then we're going to feel different. But that's not the same conversation that we started off having and LeBron James is having. He's not having that conversation.
Well, what he's saying from my point of view is that if it was a whole bunch of people who look like Marcellus Wiley, there's a much higher chance that a lot more of them would be dead on the ground.
You know, I guess that's a jumping off point because I think we're all trying to say the same thing and we're just entering from different doors. And there's not a loud enough chorus of people who say good things about situations that they may have been presented with. So I'll give it to you like this. My experience is my expertise. I say it all the time on our show. And it's a real thing. So there's 2 things I can rely on. What I've experienced, or if I want to generalize, I'm going to use facts. I'm going to use numbers. I'm going to use things that support it to be objective as possible. Because everything else is just going to be, well, I saw this. As we just said, I ain't see a black person in there. Then we're going to see a video in a week and it's like, oh, there's a black person in there. But there's a black person in the crowd, et cetera.
Right. Well, I think we could clearly say, even without seeing all the videos, is that when you see all the pictures and all the videos, if there was a black person in there, it was a tiny portion of that mob, if any at all. I don't think that's even arguable.
No one's arguing that.
Yeah.
But all I'm saying is when you say that in summation, okay, if that was my people, then you got to start to go to your experiences and experiences of when it was your people. And I don't think enough people are talking about the times where the police took care of them, looked out for them, were of benefit to them, whatever that may be. I know it's happened in my life, a few different cases. And then there's also been one time where I was like, he tripping on me. And there's only one reason to trip on me, bruh. It's from the outside looking in and the complexion. So until that chorus gets louder or at least in balance, we're going to always pick the low-hanging fruit, which is if that was my people, that's what would happen. But dude, police done took care of me before when I was broke, took care of me when I was anonymous and just a guy in the neighborhood, et cetera. So not to bore you with those examples, but I keep that in mind when I see someone else try to take it to another level.